Hey everyone, this is Deb. This is my first entry into the Oh So Inspired Collab, week 1. And I will have a list of names of all the other participants and their sites in the description box below. So we were provided with this picture, which I'll link what it is as our inspiration. And it didn't have to be a Rolodex, it could be anything on the picture that you could use for inspiration. And for me, it was the paper, the words, the black floral, because I happen to have the Petals and Blooms paper, and the black florals in here are what I thought looked a lot like that. And that's from the Paper Studio at Hobby Lobby. And then I had different paper that had the words on, and that was from I believe it was it was this Simple Joy stack from DCWV. I had used some for something else, but this sheet with the green little plus signs had words on the back, so I used a couple pieces. Well, I actually had some leftovers and I used the scraps of that. But I didn't make a Rolodex or whatever, those memory decks card, because I didn't have any. I could have done some. And the other thing that sort of inspired me is, I don't know if you can see it, is there's little stitches around. I did not sew anything, but I have tag punches, not punches, die cuts that have little stitch lines. So you'll see on the inside that I did that. So I made this little mini album, and because I've been wanting to try a new die that I got, which is this Sizzix by Lori Whitlock, and it's just called, I don't know what it's called. Anyway, it's a mini album. It has it's number 661094, and there's 15 dies in it. You get the binder piece and the pages, and the pieces you can put on top the other pages. So I used that, and then I also had bought these tag dies from AliExpress. So I used some of those, and then I used a scallop punch, and I had some Sizzix word dies. Tim Holtz, I believe they are, Sizzix word dies, and I used them on gold foil paper, because this does have a hello friend, not in gold, but I didn't have any gold anywhere, and this had gold on it, so I wanted to use that. And then that also had some blingy sparkles, so I did put some bling on, some little sequins and things. So that's what the front looks like. I made the mistake of not putting this on chipboard, so it's just paper, but it's my first one. And I think it came out okay. I'm pretty pleased with it. So you open it up, and this is the back of that paper that has words on. I did not double it, and I didn't put anything on that side except a little washi. Oh, the Petals and Blooms had matching washi, and I did use some of that, which you'll see throughout. I put one of the pieces of paper on to create a little pocket, and I don't know if you can see on this tag around the edges, there is a little stitch line. Probably hard to see. It might be easier to see on a pink one when we get to it. So this is the background page die cut. This I cut out manually because the edges are curved. It makes it a little difficult to fit a pocket on that's, it's not straight across. And then this part of the washi says inspire, dream, create, those kind of words, and it pops the yellow out from the flowers. This page I pretty much left alone, except these are up on dimensional, so you could tuck a picture in either corner. I've never made photo album type things, so I don't know if that works or not. This one, the background is just a plain pink paper, which is part of Recollections 65-pound. I use it quite a bit, actually. I've shown it before. I am using up my stash, guys. It's called Pink Buttons, cardstock paper, 65-pound. And that's what the darker pink is, and also this lighter pink. And this is a tag, but what I did is I just hooked it on with some of the washi tape to make it like a flip. So you could put a little picture here, you could write on the back of the tag, and this is from a collection. I'm using up the cutouts. It's called, I think it's called Delightful, and I can't remember who makes that. Anyway, this just said "You're beautiful," so I thought that was cute. Or, you know, if they wanted to, whoever, they could take the washi off and take the tag out. And that I just put all around the edges of this booklet. I just put a real thin layer of the distress marker in Spun Sugar. But on that particular page, I actually colored in the edging, colored in the edging a little bit to keep it a little more pink. And then there's washi around the edges on that one. This one, again, I left plain. I did the same thing. I popped up some hearts on dimensionals cut out of the black paper. On this one, I just put a corner in of a white with black paper and stuck a little plain tag in that I did not make. Those were from, I believe, Michael's $1.50 spot in their store. Yes, Michael's. That's a pack from Michael's. This is the background paper. These two I didn't do too much. This one I just put 2 strips of washi, and that was in keeping with how they did this on the inspiration, the 2 strips there. I didn't really do that on the front, so I did it here. And then on this page, this border was actually from cutting out a background piece. So I put it around part of the pink background piece and then put some of the lighter washi, this washi here, on the bottom, and then I just stuck a little pink bling heart on. This one I made a pocket, but on this side of the page, and this is a wooden tag I had, but I had this other piece of paper which I just ruined, and but it had sort of a foil effect, and I put some of the ribbon that I used on the front on that. And then over here again, I put a corner piece and some washi here, and then this was a pre-made tag, but it matches the greens in. I didn't put any ribbon on that one. Here, this page I left blank. I might do something else with it, but I can't decide. And I tried my hand at making a waterfall. This is the first one I ever made. So little pieces of leftover paper I thought could be used for journaling, or, you know, whatever. And then maybe put a picture over here. This one, again, I left blank, except I did another stripe with the yellow. And it says Dream, Love, Create, I can't read that. Inspire. Dream, love, create, and inspire. And so I just brought out the yellow in this paper on both sides, and then I glued on a 3-dimensional butterfly, but I topped it with the gold one to bring out the gold pop. Here again, I've used a light pink over here, and one of the papers from the Petals in Bloom here. I put a leopard print corner, and this tag is 2-sided, and I don't know, there you can see the stitching lines a little bit. It's actually on both sides, and I double-sided it, and I just have that sticking in there. And lastly, I didn't do anything with this yet. I may not, I don't know. Put another little pocket here. I rounded the bottom this time, and I put a gold metallic tag in backed with the leopard print. And they're the stitched look also. So that is my little book. I still have to put my stamp on the back. I thought it came out okay for my first book of this nature. If I had it to do again, I would definitely use chipboard, because, and I do have it to do again, because I actually had to put this many pages in. Originally I was thinking, oh, I'll just have like 6 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but I have 8, and I really could have used 8 plus the front and back cover. I probably could have used 10. I don't know if you can see, there's a little bit of space left in there, and a couple of the pages wiggle. And the other thing I would do if I wouldn't use that, I'd use more pages, and I would also put little reinforcers on every page. So that was a lesson learned. But I think other than that, I think it came out okay, and it's a lot of fun. I found it a challenge, actually. I'm used to like pocket letters and things, and I found it a challenge to figure out what to do with all the pages, because I don't know what people really use these for other than putting pictures and writing in or something. But I've never had one. Other than way back in the 1970s, I had those old photo albums with just the clear pocket pages and put pictures in those, and I never did journaling or scrapbooking or anything, so I'm learning. But that's it. That's my entry for the week 1 collab, and I will have the link to the inspiration, the Oh So Inspired, the inspiration piece that we were provided. The individual that is running it, I'll have her name in the bottom. And I thank you all for watching, and I hope you come back. They are going to be once a month, and I think on the 15th of each month at 6 a.m. Central Time. So, yeah, come back and see what we do in August. All right, thanks a lot. Bye.